OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with another weekly video. For today's video, I have several projects that I need to get done around my house that I just keep putting off because I'm doing other things, and I decided to dedicate this week to some of the projects I needed to get done. One of them being we have a keypad outside of our garage that is not working anymore. And my mom got us a new one for Christmas. And, you know, that was 3 months ago, almost 3 months ago. I'm going to install it today. I'm crossing my fingers. Send me all the good vibes because I have never done this before. And it's cold here in Michigan. I had to run in the house and put on a jacket. If you are new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down in the comments? I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. All right, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. That other hole does not line up, so I will have to drill another hole. Okay, well, that's all right. So I figured this couldn't be too difficult to do. I read through the instructions in the house. Now I'm reading through the instructions out here out loud. Do you do that? Do you read the instructions out loud to make sure you're comprehending it? Boy, did this turn out to be something. OMG. I wish these instructions were made for people that literally have absolutely no clue what they're doing, because I am those people. I have never, ever done this before, and I'm reading through these instructions thinking I'm comprehending them, but I wasn't comprehending them. I did finally figure it out, but it took me way longer than I anticipated that this would take me. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is it doing anything? 2. On the keypad, press the up-down key once every 2 seconds until the opener activates. Do not press any other buttons until the opener starts running. How do I know? I left some of those clips in case any of y'all can relate. When you're trying to do something brand new, sometimes things just do not quite click. You know, once you figure it out, you're like, oh my gosh, how did I misunderstand that? But when it's your first time doing something, sometimes you're just not comprehending correctly. So I moved into the garage thinking maybe that would help me. Is it doing anything? Press this every 1 to 2 seconds until the opener activates. Well, how many times do I have to press it? I mean, at this point, I could be here for 40 minutes and never know if it actually is working. How do I know? The back lighting will go off, but wait until back button until the opener stops. Do not press any every 2 seconds until the opener activates. How do I know when the opener activates? Funny thing is, as I'm watching this video and I'm seeing myself, I'm looking right up at the opener, but the word opener on the instructions, I was interchanging it with the keypad. This was such a flippin' mess. Well, so far, that one didn't go so hot. Let's see if we can do anything over here with this mess I got going on. OMG. Yeah, the snow plows. Lord, we still got snow. Yeah, just knocked right on over. My mailbox. I don't even know what that is except for a mess. Oh, crap. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure this out. Well, it appears that the post inside the mailbox just got broken right off, so we need a new post. In the meantime, the mail is not being delivered to my house with my mailbox sitting down like this, so I'm just going to do a temporary fix and just try to stand it up for a little while until we can get a new post or a new mailbox, whatever we decide to do. You can see most of the snow is melted. Well, it was tipped over once the snowplow came through. Once the snow started melting, that's when it fell down. It's up for a minute. I don't know if that'll last. Funny thing, the Hubs came home and he goes, "Who fixed the mailbox?" I said, "I did. I just set it up there so they'd at least deliver the mail." All right, after I stood the mailbox back up, I went and watched a YouTube video. That's way better than trying to read the dang instructions. Again, I was interchanging the word opener with the keypad because the keypad is an opener. So I have to press a button inside the actual garage opener, which is this unit up here. Some have them on the bottom or the back. Unfortunately, my button is inside the light area. So that was a process all in itself, trying to get the light cover off. First of all, I got to pull out a ladder, and I don't love standing on ladders. I'm a little bit afraid of heights. But I figured it out. I made it work. This was actually a really great learning experience all around. This whole video, oh my gosh, I had so many learning experiences. It was not super fun in the moment. I literally thought this was going to take me 20 minutes, maybe max. Oh, it took me way longer to do this. But the YouTube video was very helpful. Now, this YouTube video is absolutely not a tutorial on how to install a keypad garage door opener. Like I said, I did finally figure it out, but it took me a long time through a lot of trial and error. I'm just showing you real life here. Oh my gosh! I did it. I did it. It only, it only took me an hour and a half, but I did it! To say I was excited would be an understatement. I didn't think I was ever going to get it. Unfortunately, there are more issues that arise with trying to install this keypad garage door opener. So far, the job that I thought would take max 20 minutes, I've been working at for an hour and a half. So I put the ladder away, brought this back out here outside of the garage, and it's not working. It's not closing. I don't understand why it's not. Then I decide, in case it does close, I better run in the house and grab my garage door opener because I don't have my keys or anything, or if it does close and I can't get it open, I have no way to get in the house. But I can't figure out. I was so excited a minute ago. I finally got it programmed, and now it's not doing anything. It's not working. So I start thinking, maybe is the garage not working? And I pull up my garage door opener. Oh, no, the garage door opener won't work. What in the world? Why? Why? This won't work, and the garage door opener won't work. Well, I figured out why my garage door opener won't work by watching yet another YouTube video, but I can't understand why the keypad that I just programmed, that took me an hour and a half to program, is not working now. So more commentary coming as I continue trying to figure this out. All the excitement, all the excitement is gone now. I don't know what I did. I broke, this won't work now. Why won't it work out there? It's not going to do me any good if it only works in here. Okay. I just can press any button and it opens. What in the world did I do? What did I do? Works, but not. What if I take it out here? Does it work out here? Does it work out here? Does it work out here? Why does it not work out here? But it works in there. You're going to hear me scream here in a second. I had to put my foot under the garage door so it wouldn't actually close. I have no way to get in the house because my garage door's not working. Oh my heavens, who knew this was going to be such an adventure? So I watched the YouTube video. Apparently, I think what I did when I was trying to program the keypad was I held the learn button in that you have to hold in to program it to a device to open it. I held it in for so long that it erased any devices that were already hooked up to it. So that was super duper easy to get my garage door opener reprogrammed. I had to reprogram the hubs too because his didn't work either. Well, let's try. This is working now. Let's see if this one works. OMG, it's working. I don't know, maybe. And then my garage door opener. Okay, they're both working, but for some reason when I take this one too far away from that, oh, I forgot to close the dang cover on that. It doesn't seem to be working. I'm going to try it again. Okay. All right. That worked. Let's see if it'll open. All right, here we go. Didn't open. Wait till the... I wonder if it's just not connecting because I don't know. Let's try again. No. got to be something wrong. It's not catching the signal from out here, which I don't know. That's weird. It's just not working. It's not working. Oh, it's not working. Well, I kind of lied. I took it off there and stood right at the door. Let's see if I stand right at the door. That didn't close. That didn't close. No, I didn't even. What in the world? See, I only hit 2 buttons and then it can't. Close it with my garage door opener. I took it off the wall. Let me. This is what I did. I stood right by the door. It opens! What in the world? It's not picking the signal up from over here. I gotta go get the girls from school. I can't mess with this any longer. All right, we got to move on because, oh my gosh, that was so frustrating. Who remembers when I cleaned the hardware on this beautiful China hutch of mine? And I said if I was really ambitious, I would try the hinges as well. And I was just over cleaning hardware at that point because I had cleaned so much in this dining room. Well, it needs to get done. Here's Clarky. For any of y'all that like to see Clark, he's inspecting what I'm doing. I need to do something simple and mindless right now. So I'm going to go ahead and clean the hardware on these hinges and hopefully brighten them up so they match the rest of the hardware. I would love to hear if you have done any projects like I just did with that tank keypad opener. Oh my gosh, that just took forever. Please tell me I am not alone in that. I swear, whenever I try to do something new, I know, and I always tell myself, it's all a learning experience and it's just going to make me better next time. But it sure is frustrating in the moment. So just like I did with the rest of the hardware in my dining room, on my buffet table, on my china hutch, I'm soaking these in water and Barkeeper's Friend because it worked so fantastic. And I let them soak for about 30 minutes. Look at how dirty the water is. And I know that some people like the tarnished look, but I brightened up all of my hardware and I love the way it looks. And I needed to get this to match. Look at how dirty this toothbrush is. So I'm finally tackling these hinges. And my china hutch is like 60 years old, so I have no idea when the last time any of these things were cleaned. Look at how dirty my hand was. Oh, these were so tarnished, but they cleaned up super duper nice with the Barkeeper's Friend. And you know, I tell you in every video, I do everything over multiple days and chunks of time that I have. I did not actually anticipate spending 2 hours on that garage door keypad, but that's what I spent, and that was it for that day. So this is a new day. I had worked on that for so long that I was like, I am done. This is what the hinges look like before I cleaned them, and this is what they look like now. Oh my gosh, they are so bright and beautiful now, and they're going to match the rest of the hardware. I think I had like 7 or 8 things that I wanted to get done that I do need to get done. And in this video, I ended up getting 4 of them done, if you count the mailbox. I temporarily fixed it. We're getting mail again because it has stood up. It's been like 4 days. It's standing up. If we get any high winds, or a snowplow comes back through again, it's a goner for sure. So it definitely was a temporary fix, but I'm just happy our mail is getting delivered again. I wonder if I contact the city if they would pay for me to get a new post. I should ask my neighbor across the street. Her mailbox got knocked down too, but I don't know if she had somebody come over and fix it. Anyways, here is the hardware. The lighting is really bad because the sun actually comes right in through this window. But close up, you can see it's nice and gold. And this looks very, very tarnished over here. Here's kind of a view from back here. And then I got the rest of it cleaned. And I did this shot at night because you can see better without the sun coming in. So now it all matches. I'm so happy. Okay, we're going to move on to our last project for the video, which I said months ago I needed to replace this cover on Viviana's vanity stool. And it's just gotten worse and worse, of course, because it was already ripping. So she found fabric that she liked. And so I am going to, again, first time ever doing this, figured it would take me about 10 or 15 minutes. I did watch a couple of YouTube tutorials. It took me way longer. Here was my first mistake. I thought I had to remove like the screws where the legs are attached. And then after I removed all 6 of these little screws, only on the one side though, I realized that is not actually what I needed to do to get the seat off to replace the seat cover. So now I'm going to put those screws back in. I inspected the bottom of this a little bit more, and I can see there are screws way down in the outer edges that need to come out, and that's how I'll get the seat cover off. So I had taken the girls to Hobby Lobby with me one day. They wanted to go, and I did not realize that Hobby Lobby sold fabric. And we had walked by, and I was like, oh, they have fabric here. And it was like, I don't know, 50% off or something. And so I told Viv to go find a fabric that she would like for her vanity bench. I personally had some ideas in mind of what I would like to cover this vanity bench with. But it's not my room, it's her room. So I just let her pick what she would like. It definitely was not the pattern I would have picked, but again, it's her room, so I just let her pick it, and it was so cheap. I think it was $12 a yard, and we got it for 50% off, so it cost me $6. So I figured even if once I get it on here and she hates it, we can just pick out a new one at a later date. And look at that, I got the seat cover off, and then I realized you are so ill-prepared to do this simple job. I searched all over my house for a staple remover. I was not even thinking that, the fabric would have been stapled down. That's what I'm planning on doing with the new fabric, is stapling it down. But I wasn't thinking of that. I don't own a staple remover. So I decided, let me just cut off everything I can cut off of this old fabric. And really, truly, in all fairness, I probably should have bought new foam for this as well, because I'm sure it is years and years old. We got this vanity, was gifted to us from my mom's neighbor when she moved. I have no idea how old it really is, but the foam probably needs to be replaced. But again, I thought, let me just do this. I'm trying to get my list smaller, and everything is taking longer than what I thought it was going to take. Stopped real quick, watched another YouTube video on how to best do the corners, and the nice lady used needle nose pliers to pull out the staples. I was like, oh, I have needle nose pliers. At this point, again, I had been working on this. I know it's super sped up in the video, but for, I don't know, over 30 minutes at this point. And I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go along with my original plan. And I have this nail gun that we bought when we did our half bath, the trim in there. And it also is a staple gun. So put the staples in, and I am, for the first time ever, using this tool. So that was a little exciting for me. But let me just be completely real with you. At this point, I was feeling like I just couldn't do anything. Like I was just a failure. This was not working out the way I wanted it to work out. Again, I was not really prepared to do this. I was just thinking it was going to be a simple, easy job, which it is, but I should have bought new foam. And I'm actually going to have to redo this again, which I'll explain why in a second. And I kept on thinking about all the time I spent trying to install that dang garage keypad, and it still doesn't work, which that is no fault of mine. For whatever reason, that particular one was not picking up the signal when it's too far away from the actual opener unit. Anyways, it still felt like I just was doing everything wrong. Once I got all these staples in, then I realized, oh, you covered up the holes that the screws have to go in, which the screws probably would have just screwed right through the fabric. But I did run downstairs, grabbed the needle nose pliers, and I'm pulling out some staples that I stapled up too high to redo those so that the screw holes are visible when I need to put the seat back on. And of course, this pair of needle nose pliers, which is the only one I think we have in the house that I'm aware of, the tip broke off on one end, which makes it extra difficult to get anything, to grasp onto anything. Oh my gosh. This just was like, I don't, why did I have the expectation that these were going to be such easy, simple things to complete when I had never done either one before? I set the wrong expectation, and then I felt like a dang failure. Tony Robbins has one of my favorite quotes: trade your expectations for appreciation. And I failed to do that this week. But this was my reminder. By the time I turned this thing over, I literally wanted to cry because I did it wrong. We are almost coming to the end of the video, and I want to say thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope, I don't even know if this could possibly inspire anybody, but maybe it gave you a little bit of push to complete a project that you've been wanting to complete in your house. But I would love to hear anything you have going on. Oh my God. Oh heavens. So many lessons I learned doing this today. Because this has a pattern on it, I did not bother to line it up to make sure it's straight. And it's not straight. I didn't think about that. Oh my gosh. And I've been working on this for over an hour. So I'm just going to put the seat cover on and worry about fixing it later. There's no question that if you looked at this real close up and you are experienced in replacing seat covers, that you would see all of the imperfections I had. But I really was just beating myself up more than I should have. And then you know what happened? A big chunk of the dang wood just totally broke off. So now the one screw will not screw all the way in. So not only do I need to replace the foam, I also am going to have to get a new board eventually, because now there is going to be 5 screws that are fully intact. So it'll be fine. But one screw is not screwed in all the way. I can't tighten it anymore because the actual wood broke. But very quickly, I had the most amazing reminder given to me when Viv saw this. So I'm sitting on it to see if it holds me, and it does. So this is what it looks like, and it turned out pretty okay. We are always our own worst critics. And when I had to pull out all the staples because I stapled them too high up, there they all are. Okay, remember, if we don't like it, we can always change it. Yes, I did make a mess all over.
It looks really good, Mom.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I do.
You do really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Think it looks good with your room, the pattern you picked out? Looks very pretty, I think.
I'm glad I didn't get the just black.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that with the chair.
You like it, Don? All right, Hobbs, what do you think?
Looks good.
Okay. All right. Now you got a fresh cover instead of a ripped up one. You want to sit in it and see what you think?
Did you pound the things down?
Does it feel secure? Does it feel like you're going to fall out?
Yeah.
It feels like you're going to fall.
No.
Okay.
Does it rock?
And there it was. I was feeling terrible, like I did the most awful job, and she loved it. Donna loved it. Your family does not care if you don't do things perfectly. I put love into that. Yes, I had a lot of frustration, but Viv was so darn happy with how it looked, even though I thought it looked terrible. And once again, I wanted to cry, but this time for a different reason. Not out of frustration, just out of joy that I was able to do something for my daughter that she loves so much and appreciated, even if I thought I did the crappiest job in the world. So there you go. I got the garage door keypad programmed. It only works when we take it off the wall and go to the middle of the garage. I stood the mailbox up. It's a temporary fix, but my mail is getting delivered. I got the hardware cleaned, all on the dining room china hutch, and replaced Viv's seat cushion so she doesn't have a ripped up seat cushion any longer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I now have changed my opinion, and I think that seat cover looks pretty dang awesome. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you again next week. Bye!